faster. Fortunately, again, the president is taking significant action to bring down the price of insurance on the exchanges, but Obamacare never worked.
Hey, welcome back guys, Matt here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how not to use hair fibers if your goal is to have a naturally looking result. Let's start.
This video has been brought to you by GoFiber. Enter your pictures and win a 1-year supply of GoFiber. It's easy to enter. Order a free sample, take a clear before and after pictures and send them to selfie@gofiber.com.
Alright guys, let's start with our main example of Stephen Miller, who decided to rock hair fibers on live TV. So let's see how that worked out for him.
Next year crafting a new law from scratch.
This administration is going to be working with members of both parties, not only on health care reform, but of the ongoing humanitarian tragedy that is illegal.
You want to avoid that. And first, you want to avoid two things, or doing two things when applying hair fibers. Number one, you don't want to apply hair fibers if you don't have a sufficient hair base. And by sufficient hair base, I mean having enough natural hair or transplanted hair to support the hair fibers, okay? If you have enough hair, it's gonna look much more natural, it's gonna look much more realistic if you apply hair fibers on top, put some hairspray on it, and even style that hair. However, if the hair is short, okay, if there is not enough existing hair in the first place, it's gonna look very unrealistic and artificial, as it is in Stephen Miller's case, okay? Number two, also, never try to recreate your hairline only out of hair fibers on completely bald areas where you have no hair at all.
And this before and after transformation is, by the way, as a result of a professional barber probably spending like 30 minutes maybe perfecting this look and the hairline and everything and making it sharp and on point. But the another thing is to live with it every day and to kind of prepare this every single morning to make it look perfect. Could you imagine yourself doing that every morning in order to achieve that improved or enhanced look?
It's not gonna last long. You start sweating, the wind start blowing, it's just gonna mess all of that up. The only scenario, in my opinion, where you can get away pretty much with putting hair fibers on a bare skin like bald spot would be if that bald spot is also surrounded by native hair or transplanted hair, like for example a bald spot on the crown. You could potentially put it on a bald spot and then maybe comb it over with the surrounded hair, and that could look more natural, so people wouldn't notice it that much. How could we improve the look of Stephen Miller so the hair fibers could actually look good on him? Well, either he could use a little bit less of them. He shouldn't abuse hair fibers, definitely, if he doesn't have enough native hair to begin with. First, make sure that you create enough hair support of your native hair or transplanted hair. And in this case, I really believe that a good option for him could be a hair transplant for the front, something around 2,500 to 3,000 grafts or even 3,500 grafts that could already create a nice support on the frontal third and mid scalp. And once that would grow, he could easily apply hair fibers and make it look much more natural and much more realistic. I don't think that he can expect like complete coverage. His donor doesn't seem to be bad. I mean, I think it's decent. He could get a strip, he could get a strip and FUE. I think he could get a pretty decent results on the front, at least with some partial coverage on the crown, and then use hair fibers. But I would definitely not keep using hair fibers on this current situation, because again, he's Norwood 6, everybody sees that he's balding, and just putting a thick shield of fibers on the front is not gonna look very natural. It doesn't make him look professional either. And from my experience, I can also confirm that my hair looked always better once I applied hair fibers on longer hair, when it was like 5-6 centimeters, something like I have right now. I also applied hair fibers when my hair was like 1.5 centimeters or 2 centimeters in length, but it was always like a longer process. It was more pain in the ass. I was constantly like checking it like throughout the day, whether it's like uniformly dark everywhere, because I'm a diffuse thinner, and I wanted to make sure that I could like uniformly spread it all over my scalp. and also the whole applying routine of my hair fibers just took much longer compared to right now. When the hair is longer, I style it the way I like first, then I sprinkle some hair fibers on top, and then I use the hairspray again. Okay, so now it's much better, and I recommend you guys to always make sure that your hair base is strong, and then use hair fibers as a supplement. Okay, you don't have to have perfect hair, of course. Your hair can be diffusely thinning, you can have hair thinning and hair loss and all that, but you have to have always like a decent hair base first, okay, because you want to make sure that the hair fibers are gonna get stuck to the hair shaft once you apply them, not necessarily to the skin, because if most of the hair fibers that you apply are gonna get stuck onto the skin, it's gonna become itchy, it's gonna become uncomfortable as your day kind of goes by, and you just will want to get rid of them and wash your scalp. That was pretty much it on what are the things you should kind of avoid when applying hair fibers if you want them to look natural on your hair. So let me know how you enjoyed this video, guys. If you are new to my channel, make sure you check out mattdominance.com, where you can get my free ebook 5 things I wished I had known before my hair transplant, and I already had 2 hair transplants, by the way. As far as hair fibers, I also used them in this video just to show you how it can look like if you don't overuse them, but only if you rather use them as a supplement. This is how they look like, okay? Really. If you are somebody who doesn't know how hair fibers look on the hair, or if you are just a normal person who have never seen like applying hair fibers on the hair, you will never notice. If I go out, people don't notice, and that's how I like it. I just like to use them as supplement, maybe to add like 20-30% extra thickness to my hair, but I don't like to use them to add like 70 or 80% thickness or illusion of density to my hair, because then it just turns very artificial and it just doesn't look natural or realistic. Okay, so I always like them, like to add them on top to kind of squeeze like 10-30% more density from them, but that's it. Okay, I don't like to abuse them. That was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I'm gonna be looking forward to see you in another video.